Then I wake up back up with that meat. Lil' mama, my sneaky freak. We be fucking, we keep it discreet. Ain't no need to tell nobody. She won't fuck on me all the time. Lil' mama, you stay on my mind. I can't wait till I can't get behind. I bust it. Good morning. Oh, wait. Echo. Now, that should be better. Good morning, detectives. It is Monday, August 3rd. We are tapped in. I hope your weekend has been amazing. We are tapped into another episode of your favorite true crime morning show. The morning shift with your boy Uno, the one you are a part of the morning crew here at the One's Detective Agency. Good morning to all. Y'all know what we do on Mondays. It is a double shift Monday, so we have two cases to come your way. So what I want you to do, if you can, my friend, pay attention to the two cases. We have a survey going on. If you see what it is, it says, what case are you choosing for today's morning shift? I'm going to give you a preview of both, starting.
No! I can't leave without him!
Clue, ma'am.
Oh, God, please! Oh, God, please help me! Ah!
The woman currently having a meltdown is 51-year-old Cheryl Coe. Just 30 minutes earlier, Cheryl shot a home intruder directly in the chest, leaving him bleeding out on her bedroom floor. It wasn't until Cheryl turned on the lights that she realized this intruder was actually her husband of 4 years, 48-year-old Luther Luke Coe.
I fell asleep, and then I heard somebody come in the door yelling, and I didn't know what else to do. I just grabbed the gun like he's always told me to. I shot the gun twice, and the second time he said I shot him. And I realized it was him when I heard him speak.
But was this really an accident? The drama began on June 23, 2021, when Cheryl...
So, you got a quick glimpse of one of the cases for this morning. That is, my husband is missing. If you want to start your day with that case, you can put one in the comments. Or if you want to say, nah, Uno, let me see the other one first. Here it is.
I need you to get fire, CID. Looks like a body that's burning.
In the middle of this field lies the burning body of an unidentified woman. Unfortunately for Texas police, whoever did this chose the perfect night to cover their tracks.
For the body?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
What is this hole right here in the skull?
Ironically, perfect storm of destruction of evidence.
As investigators analyze the crime scene for whatever evidence remains, a stray dog refuses to leave the place, circling the field as if he's trying to lead them somewhere. Detectives don't know it yet, but this dog is their only lead to a killer who spent years slipping through the justice system, walking away from violent crimes that should have put him behind bars long before this night. And worse still, this burning body may not be the only victim.
There is possibly the victim's dog that's running around.
Yes, hi, my name's Andy Reynolds, and I got a message that you guys found my dog.
Get in your car! Yeah! You make any movement, you will be killed!
So, detectives, I'm going to give you an opportunity to decide what you want to start with: a brand new case from Dr. Insanity, or my husband. I ain't know it was him. You let me know. We're going to get into the intro. We're going to come right back and we're going to check in to see who at work. But let me know in the comments which case you would like to start your day with. Welcome to work, twin. Welcome to the morning shift. Thank you for being here. Come on in. Get yourself together. We got a case to solve today.
The only detective agency capable of handling these grotesque and obscene cases. Look no further than the One's Detective Agency, where evidence does not matter. We lock you up and figure it out later.
Hey, what's up?
The One's Detective Agency, with your captain, Uno the One.
Welcome to the One's Detective Agency. I'm Uno the One. Welcome to work, detectives. Let's get to work.
Bernice, you got me in the right place. Default. I know they here still in time.
What, EL? What
Bernice, put me in front of the camera so I can see who came to work. Put it in front of the oh, there you go. Good morning, detective. It is me, Detective E.L. Hansen, at your service. I have returned from my injury to see which detective had came to work.
EL just called the roll.
Is that Vyoshi? It smells like mushroom in here. Is Vyoshi here? Shauna, she over there watching. Is she here? No, she here today. Okay. Tell Shells to take them steak sandwiches she had put in the Frigidaire out the break room. Is smelling kind of funky. And if you here to do some work and solve some cases, hit the heart button, hit the like button, and welcome to work, detectives. Good mornings. Bernie.
What now, EL?
You made me one of them breakfast sandwiches. I'm parched.
Just because you're blind don't make me your slave. I guess. Roll call, y'all. Welcome.
Hey man, say man, let's check in to see who at work. And it looked like Dr. Insanity Case is leading to start the day off. We got Linda Kane to build a good morning, twin. I hope you feeling amazing. Hope your weekend was great. My bro Baptastic in the building. How you feeling, twin? Good to see you. I hope everybody clocked in, that hitting that like button. If you are on the vert, double tap that screen. 150 heart taps, put clocked in the comments. That's how I know you clocked in, locked in, and ready to go. Thank God I needed this. It's been a hell of a weekend, so much BS, but at least you don't have to wake up and tap in. At least you don't wake up and tap in with the fam to solve some cases, man. Welcome in. We finna take your mind away just for a couple of hours. If that's what I can do, I'm gonna do that for you, twin. Thank you for being here with us, kicking it. Good morning, Natasha. Good morning, beautiful. I hope everything goes your way. Melissa, hey love, how was your weekend? Give me some deets in the comments, family. Let me know what you do for the weekend. If you got time, you should run that one today. Which one? Which one should I run? Let me know. Hey Shell. Hey Karen Granny. How are you? How my boy doing? How is everything going? How was your weekend? It is good to see your face in the place. We are in here. We are too lit for TV already. It's my girl, Self. Hey, Self, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to say thank you for everybody that tapped into the members only on yesterday. We had a good time. It was a good vibe. What happens in the members room stays in the members room. So don't miss. I owe you guys Jeffrey Epstein case. So we gonna spin that back for members only. So tap in, stay locked in. Hey, we are ready to go. I think I'm talking to View. What's going on, twin? How you feeling, man? Everything good your way. I hope you're in a good place and in a good space. We finna turn up, man. Dr. Insanity has won. They want the dead body. The last one. Hey, Rachel, good morning, beautiful. I hope you feeling amazing. Yeah, y'all know we rock out with Dr. Insanity. We got Bert, what's going on? You know we got the big five. I hope everything good your way. You in a good place and in a good space. Yes, Walmart. Definitely Walmart. Burning body in the field. Yeah, Melissa said, yeah. Shawnee B in the place to be. Marvelous Monday to Uno and the detective. Sorry if I can't respond. I'm pretending to work today. They are pretending to pay. And we gon' for real get that money. Go ahead. Thank you for being here, boo. I know with you locked in, you turned up with your boy. We ready to lock them up right now. I'm ready to go. BAP says both. BAP, we are going to do both. But it looks like we're going to start with Dr. Insanity first. Hey, 20 people, 2,000 taps. Hey, Bow say turn it up, man. I think it's time for us to get into our case for today, but y'all know how we start our case. MJ, what's going on? How are you? I thank you for spending some time over here kicking it with me. Cindy, how are you, fam? Good morning, beautiful. I hope you're feeling amazing. Hey, Real, what's going on, tweet? How was your weekend, family? And good to see you. We finna kick this case off. But hey, Real, grab that hand, tap back view, grab Shell, Melissa, y'all hold hands. Y'all know I want to send y'all. We gonna solve these cases, but I want to keep y'all mind straight and y'all hearts pure. I don't want you to leave here feeling no type of way. So we're going to go ahead and say I will have our chaplain sing us a nice song to keep our minds and our hearts together and keep us prayed up. Bow your heads. This is the prayer circle before we go to work.
Oh, when I say, come on tonight. When I say, come on tonight. All that I want to be in that number. Oh, when I say, come on tonight.
All right, be safe on your
It's
ship.
approximately
Come back safe.
10 p.m. in Robinson, Texas. A violent storm is sweeping through the area when police receive a 911 call about a possible brush fire. But in reality, it would be much more than that.
Robinson 911, where's your emergency?
I was calling, I tried calling the fire department to see there's a fire in our subdivision, but it may just be them burning brush because they're building houses, but I wasn't sure. We did have light.
Thank you, Rachel, for that love. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. This is the case of I'm burning the evidence. Morning shift. Let's go.
Okay, I can get someone headed out that way to check on it.
Given the severe weather, the call sounds routine. Still, dispatch sends Jason Atkins, a veteran corporal with more than 2 decades of experience, to assess the scope of the fire. But once he arrives and gets
Our brother King in the building. Good morning, twin. I hope everything good your way. It is good to see your face in the place.
closer to the flames,
We got our
he would
first
spot
case, bro.
something so vile it would make him sick to his stomach.
12 to 04. I need you to get fire, CID, and 04 out here. This looks like a body that's burning.
Ooh, done ran up on a body burning in the field. This one finna get crazy. Shauna Boo in the building. How you feeling, twin? I hope everything feeling better. I hope I'm sending light and love your way. Thank you for tapping in. I hope you feeling good, love. Welcome to work.
Should I use
Donna,
my fire
welcome to
extinguisher
work,
to put it
twin.
out, or
Good
just
morning.
leave it
Tippy.
as it is
Hey,
to
boo.
preserve any
Good
evidence?
morning.
You can try to put it out. I can maybe get it put out, but I'll try.
Morning,
After Officer Atkins finishes putting down the fire, the sergeant arrives on scene. As he steps out of his vehicle, little do the officers know that just feet away from them sits an unexpected witness, one who saw everything.
I think earlier in my journey of reacting to cases, I may have came across this one edited differently. So I think I kind of know what's going on.
So the body?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Before we get deeper into the case, let me tap in with my detectives that's walking in. Hey, Will, how you feel? I hope everything good your way. You in a good place and in a good space. Thank you for being in the building. Hey, Winner, hey, Boo, thank you for being here. Make sure you clock in when you walk in. Speak to your fellow detectives. We are having a case of burning evidence that's underway. You haven't missed nothing if you just walked in. We've discovered a body burning in the bushes. They thought it was a brush fire, and we're in Houston, Texas. Welcome in, twin. Make sure you clocked in by hitting that like button, 150 heart taps, and putting clocked in the comments. Let's get back to the case. Welcome to the morning shift. Let's go, twin.
I got the fire out.
Okay, that's fine. Just
I got this up.
I saw. Be careful.
I haven't walked up super close. I just walked up close enough to spray it out because obvious death. I wasn't going to get all up on it.
Possibly female. Looks like a bra strap.
I got to about right here.
Okay, that's
where
fine.
I hosed it.
That's fine.
With the fire extinguisher.
That's fine. Rain's starting to come again. If y'all have any pop-up canopies or something where we can get something put up over the crime scene to try to preserve the crime scene, please.
Just be worse for the scene, or burning it worse for the scene?
Letting it burn, because if it continues to burn, you could potentially lose any additional evidence that's there. Right. Versus,
You think whoever did this intentionally looked at the weather and was like, you know what? This is a perfect day to dispose of the evidence. You think that, or was just you think it was just the luck of the draw? It was just random that it rained. Let me know. Yeah, Uno, it's just a random situation, bro. I don't know if somebody planned it this way for the rain to wash away the evidence, or no, Uno, this man is clever, or this woman is clever. They went and they looked with their channel.com and they said, yeah, in Houston it's gonna rain at this time. We're gonna take the body out then. You let me know in the comments. We finna get back to the case. Case one, double shift, morning shifts.
if you put it out with a dry chem, now if they would have hit it with a hose, it would have washed everything into the mud. With a dry chem fire extinguisher like that, we can separate the dry chem from whatever other evidence might still be there.
Welcome in, twin.
I got a potentially female, yeah, it might be hers, potentially female body burned all the way down to the bone, 700 block to Heston. Go ahead and notify and call out animal control. We have a loose dog that's around the scene. Possibly might be the victims. We need to capture this animal.
Although Atkins and the sergeant realize the dog may belong to the victim, even they don't yet understand just how instrumental this witness is about to become. By now, several more police officers, firefighters, and Detective Ryan Collins have made their way to the scene, and with rain and...
If that was the victim's dog, I wonder why they spared the dog. If the victim, they may have been out walking and somebody may have ambushed them there. What you think? Let me know.
Thunder refusing to stop, they know the scene must be preserved at all costs. But as they prepare to return to
Thank you, Sherry, for tapping in from the left coast, the west coast, the best coast, they say, all the way from Oregon. Thank you. I want to go to Oregon. Is it beautiful this time of year? I'm here in Atlanta. Thank you for tapping in. Let's get back to the case.
the body, they would come across certain details that would make them question whether whoever did this got incredibly lucky or whether this wasn't their first time.
All right, so I'm not going to have y'all go to the scene.
Okay.
Since we're here, we're already in the scene.
Yeah.
Corporal Atkins will not be going in the scene, but I will assist Detective Perry in throwing that up.
You want us to set it up here so you can just carry it?
That would be outstanding.
That seems like the easiest thing to do.
Way to be smart. Way to be the smart one.
Out of this, or?
Come on, think tall thoughts.
Yeah. Hey, good, brother.
You know me.
Pretty intelligent officers on the scene. They're making some great calls, working together as a team. We've seen some failed policing on a lot of these cases.
I told you.
That's why he's asking if you're okay.
Oh, I'm good.
Here. 1, too.
Right, Shawnee B. Shawnee B says the dog may be familiar with the killer and didn't attack. Absolutely, I'm with you on that one. It's a big clue.
How would you testify in court on the amount of rain that came in between the time?
It was a short torrential storm with dime-sized hail.
Okay.
That lasted about 15.
Hey, Authority Twin, what the hell going on? Good to see your face in the place. Thank you for tapping in. You might be your first time here. I hope you become family, as well as the others like Sherry and others that tap in for the first time. I am Uno the One. You are tapping in with your new family, the Ones Detective Agency. This is the morning crew of the morning shift. We also have a night shift that we rock out at 9:35 Eastern Standard Time. We have 5 body cam cases, different from the morning, but we still get flavor. Come join, be a part of the family, kick it with us. We definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. Let's get back to the case, man. Good morning.
And Sergeant Hughes was here also?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be on y'all's body cam. So as far as time and all, okay.
Yes.
It would drizzle, pour, stop, drizzle, hail, stop, poured, then drizzled and stopped.
To top it off, the fire was involved.
Ironically, perfect storm, the perfect storm destruction of evidence.
Indeed, with hail, rain, and now fire, properly examining the body will prove to be a nearly impossible task, almost as if someone had deliberately chosen the perfect weather for his crime.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I agree to that. I don't know if he just deliberately picked the perfect one. Maybe I'm not as sharp as a killer as I think I would be.
1 hour after the body is discovered, the fire marshal arrives and, together with Detective Collins, prepares to head towards the body in search of the smallest clues that may remain. But unbeknownst to them, every theory they're about to form would play right into the killer's hands, steering the investigation exactly where he wants it to go.
But either she's stone knocked out, but I can tell you right now, I can stand next to a campfire and realize when my rear end is getting too hot. And the fact of the recent upticks in the homeless population on running up and down 35, like 16 bodies in Austin. We've had 3 in Waco, and I think there's 10 in Dallas, Fort Worth area.
I mean, you look at his torso.
So the fire marshal is trying to write it off as she was stoned. She was, so come on. Okay. Wait. The fire marshal said she was stoned out of her mind. She was doing drugs and she burned herself. Maybe I didn't hear it right. So what I need you to do, detectives, is let's go ahead and rewind. Let's run that back. Put the bikes in the comments, and we're going to run that right bite. We're going to run that right bite 1 minute so we can get a clear understanding of what the fire marshal said when he walked on the scene. That running bike, Twink.
Like bite.
All right, now say
Bite.
it. Say it how I said it.
That bit really sound like, it really feel weird even me trying to prepare my mouth to do that. But like, I say bite, screet, bite, pipe. Bite, pipe. That sounds crazy. All right, that is a country. All right, let me do it. I said, it ain't like hard on his back. That sounds
Now
weird.
see,
though.
I felt like you was first.
Weather for his crime. 1 hour after the body is discovered, the fire marshal arrives and, together with Detective Collins, prepares to head towards the body in search of the smallest clues that may remain. But unbeknownst to them, every theory they're about to form would play right into the killer's hands, steering the investigation exactly where he wants it to go.
But either she's stone knocked out, but I can tell you right now, I can stand next to a campfire and realize when my rear end is getting too hot. And the fact of the recent upticks in the homeless population on running up and down 35,
No, I was wrong. See, I'm glad we ran that back. He was saying she was homeless and was standing too close to a fire and got burned. Oh, no, both of those was wrong.
Really? Like 16 bodies in Austin. We've had 3 in Waco, and I think there's 10 in Dallas, Fort Worth area.
I mean, you look at his torso.
That's a small person.
Very small. That looks like the very, very cheap heater that you can get. And if she was drunk and or high, did she die?
Did she open and then something set fire in the box that then made her that smell? Or did someone come here, find her, goes, oh, shit, and then just set the fire?
So far, all these theories are exactly what the killer wanted, allowing him to stay one step ahead. But then the fire marshal would notice something that would put them back on the right track.
What is this hole right here in the skull?
Ooh.
Right off front?
Now, a homeless person ain't just gonna have a hole in their skull from getting warm, brother. I'm glad we did a little more investigative work.
Blunt force trauma?
Morning shift, we too lit.
I'll leave that up to
Emmy,
yeah,
not my thing. But.
And do you have any concern with that hole in the forehead?
So it could be a lot of things. So it could be
I still need some of it.
that'll come out of the Emmys. So
gotcha.
The way, but the missing piece of it is what kind of makes me question it. But it's just really interesting because it's right here.
April Lynn, thank you for being here. April Lynn said he tried to say she was too high, accidentally set herself on fire. You were absolutely right, twin, but I don't think so, April. I don't think that's the case.
On the forehead.
You know when you're on fire.
In my opinion, that smells like decomp. And for somebody who strictly deals in dead bodies, I value the opinion.
Right, absolutely.
Because I was over there for some of that conversation. As it looks right now, is we have a homicide.
Okay.
Although not everyone at the scene is convinced, Detective Collins knows this is a homicide.
Shout out to Detective Collins for even standing his ground, and his peers, they had already wrote it off. He like, nah, twin. We got a homicide, bro. Shout out to him. Good detective work. Good job, detective.
Now that's what you call being trained properly. I like what you did there, detective. Good work.
Intuition would soon be proven correct. More than 3 hours in, and investigators still have no idea who the attacker or even the victim is. Yet, the answer has been sitting just feet away from them since the very beginning. They just need to catch it first.
There is possibly the victim's dog that's running around because it kept running up to the body and barking at it. We haven't found it. It took off.
She likes your truck. You want to put your tailgate down, see if she'll jump in it? Maybe the owner was a truck person, had a pickup. Hi, come here. Well, come here, chicken. You big chicken. We can have a T-bone steak in our hands right now. It wouldn't do it good.
Despite multiple attempts, none of the officers managed to catch the dog as it disappears towards the neighboring houses. Soon after, the body is transported for autopsy, while animal control is requested to arrive the next morning.
Hey man, it's my bro Juice in the building. Welcome in, twin. Thank you for being here. Tapped in, locked into the membership. Always been rocking. You always been locked in. But I want to say a big salute for being a member again. Thank you for that love, putting the brick in the foundation to help us grow to be the #1 true crime reaction show in the world, Craig. But I can't do it without you. Salute, twin. Let's get back to the case. 100 taps for my brother Juice. So welcome back, Juice.
In
in
the
the
hope
comments.
the dog will still be around the scene. As the scene is locked down, it becomes increasingly clear to detectives that the killer is highly calculated, carefully choosing the perfect circumstances for the murder. And most worryingly, this may not be his first time. But despite this planning, the killer has left something behind, something that will come back to bite him and expose his carefully constructed escape plan.
Dogs are
You think my little... Oh my... Detective, with all due respect, do not call me back.
Get in your car! Get in your car! Where'd he go? If you make any movement, you will be killed!
The next morning, officers return to the field in search of a breakthrough. One team is sent back to the crime scene to look for any clues that may have been missed, while another goes from business to business, checking whether anyone may have captured the victim, the killer, or even the dog on camera. And despite the killer being seemingly prepared for everything, officers are about to discover there are a few things he overlooked.
How are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. My name is Vasir Collins.
I want to say welcome into Crispy Treat. Thank you. My daughter works at a shelter, and recently there was a dog found in the woods who had been feeding on a dead body. Dang, that's crazy. Welcome in. Thank you for your engagement. Hope you can stick around and be a part of the
With
family.
Robinson
Welcome to
PD?
the ones that take
No,
the
what it
baby.
is, we
Get
found
back to the case.
a dead body that had been burnt. And so.
Around here? Oh.
Yep, you're right.
Rangers are going to be here tomorrow at night. So hopefully nobody comes out here with our flags. All right. And I don't guess we've heard anything from autopsy? Sure at 2 o'clock, they weren't even there. Oh, really? Yeah. We're literally, when I leave here, I'm going to Pilot, going to McDonald's, going to Rush. I'm going to every business to see if they have
Oh,
any
yeah.
fish. So,
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we're literally just kind of treading at this point.
So you burnt the dog too?
No.
Terry, welcome in, twin. I hope everything good your way. You're in a good place and in a good space. Cindy says, good gravy. There's 134 people in, only 24 likes. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, Cindy. Shauna says, but you are made of love too. Winner says, someone has the audacity. If I said that to a cop, they'd be at my house with shiny bracelets. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, that's rough. Love you, Melissa. This is an amazing family. You guys are amazing. And we got a wild case going on today. Make sure you hit your like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification in the drop down and select all so you will know when we go live. But let's get back to the case. It's the morning shift. Too late for TV, twin.
I think some of these ring cameras are going to be our freaking saving grace.
I hope so, man. At least getting a vehicle coming in.
I cannot believe that dog belongs to.
What are the chances? It just hangs around.
What time is that at?
That caught me, so it says, what, 2033?
Sherry, thank you so much.
So that's 8:30.
That's the only thing I got that looked.
Thank you for being a part of the reason that we're going to grow to be the #1 true crime reaction show. Thank you so much, Sherry, for your interaction and for your support. Love you, twin. Let's get back to it.
Weird.
After visiting nearly a dozen businesses, one officer finally stumbles across something potentially very useful. A black Honda leaving the area around the time the fire started. The problem, however, is that the footage is too blurry to make out the license plate, meaning detectives still need something else. Later that afternoon, the police department receives a major update. The dog has finally been captured, but the biggest breakthrough comes when animal control scans the dog's microchip, identifying him as Titan and his owner as 26-year-old Mandy Rose Reynolds. Listed alongside Titan's contact information is Mandy's address, located over 100 miles from where her body was found. And when they look Mandy up, her appearance matches the little information officers.
So they brought her, it's 100 miles away from the last known address. So that's telling us that someone had to bring her to the field. So that eliminates my theory of she was just out walking the dog and somebody attacked her. So that eliminates that, what I was thinking earlier.
Already know from the scene that the victim is a young woman of small stature. With this, officers decide their next step is to conduct a welfare check, so they head to her apartment in San Marcos. But when officers arrive, the person who opens the door isn't who they expect.
Melissa says, Detective Melissa says, that dog looked too clean for them to be homeless. And that is a great observation. Good job, Detective.
Now that's what you call being trained properly. I like what you did there, Detective. Good work.
But before we get to that, lately I've been paying way more attention to where my money actually goes each month. And I've realized something that changed how I handle my...
And we're gonna chop it up a little bit. I'm gonna get in the comments to see what our detectives are talking about. Tapping in with the detectives. Viewstar says, I told y'all Titan was in on it and snitching. Yeah, Titan came in handy. They were able to tell who she was, where she was from, the address on file. So Titan comes in handy. Titan was a good witness. He did his job. Real says, Juice, Herman got fired, bro. Who the hell is Herman? Who the hell is Herman? And how did he get fired? And why did he get fired? Winner is rolling. William says, bet the black car traces back to near her home. It might be her car. It may be her car. That's what I'm thinking. That's why they saw it. Whoever did what they did to her to have her burnt in the field with Titan around probably put her in her vehicle and then carried on. I mean, that would be something that I would think you would do to cover up your tracks. Oh yeah, she drove her car to wherever. That's why she would be in that area, right? What you think? Let's get back to it. Let's jump back into the case. But what I need from you, detective, is 100 taps of the heart emoji on the right hand side. Come back into the comments and put case 1 morning shift, and we ready to go. That's how I know you locked in. This is the morning shift.
It was good. I know she was talking about possibly going to California the next day, but then that fell through.
Does she have a boyfriend or anything?
No. She has an ex-boyfriend.
God dang it, Dark. Welcome in. That was a good. The killer probably could not catch the dog. That's exact, man. Man, good freaking job, detective. Good job.
Now that's what you call being trained properly. I like what you did there, detective. Good work.
Boyfriend.
Couple. But no, her cousin lives with her.
Who's her cousin?
I don't know his name.
Does she still have her dog?
Yeah.
Normally, Mandy's in constant contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had that for a few days. And I remember, thinking, like, I haven't heard you mention, like, hanging out with Mandy or, like, doing anything together in the last few days. Which, to me, it was something like her, but I just met her, like, a month ago for the first time.
Hey, attention on deck. It's my girl, lead detective, captain, general major. She got all the titles. My girl, Sassy, in the building. Good morning to her. I hope you're having a good day. I hope your day has started amazing. Thank you for being here. We got a crazy case that just got underway. They found a body in the field, burnt up, little Titan on the side, like, that's my owner. That's what he was saying in dog language, because I speak dog too. He was saying, that's my owner, but the police didn't know. So they was like, oh, nah, she was just a homeless lady trying to warm her hands, staying warm. And she burnt herself. And we was like, hell nah. Sassy, that's what we said. We say that as a collective. We say, hell nah. One of the detectives, he graduated from the one's detective agency school. He said, no, bro, look, she got a hole in the head. This is a homicide. They said, oh, okay. And this is where we at. We trying to track down what happened to Titan and where they live. Welcome in, twin. That was a recap with Cap. If y'all new here, we back. And that's at least what I saw so far. Back to the case. Morning shift, case 1.
I was over relieved for just the quiet. Yeah, it's just been nothing but drama since you moved down here.
We're going to go over to E1.
Okay. I am the manager of this property.
Oh, really?
So I can let you inside the apartment if we need to.
Knowing the victim has not yet been officially identified as Mandy, officers choose their words very carefully. According to the couple, Mandy's life was always full of drama, much of it, as Diana goes on to explain, revolving around the men she surrounded herself with. And as Diana leads
Mandy was a little cutie pie now. Yeah, Mandy looked like she's a little hot girl.
officers to Mandy's apartment, they're about to learn exactly who those men are.
Appreciate you coming up and helping us.
No problem.
She lives with
But didn't they say she lived with her cousin, right? Where cousin
so
went?
one roommate,
Yes.
and it's a cousin?
Yes.
What is her cousin's name?
He just started with a J
A guy or a girl?
guy.
Is he younger than her?
Yes.
Is it Jared?
Jared is her ex-fiance.
Is there a lot of drama with them?
Just between he is doing a small business thing with her grandfather, and I know that went south. Her and Jacob always fight on.
So she just loved is Jared, Jacob, Jingleheimer Smith. She loved them J's, don't she? So that just gave a motive to Jared, though. The grandfather probably want his money back that he invested in the business that went sour. What y'all think? What y'all thinking so far?
She changed her number because she didn't want Jacob to have it in there. She said she was scared. Recently, Manny was just making a lot of enemies.
Oh, so.
Like dissing her ex in Kansas.
Welcome in from England.
Thanks to Diana, officers have just uncovered 3 potential suspects. Jared, Mandy's former fiancé, with whom she shared 2 dogs, including Titan. Jacob, an ex-boyfriend she had been trying to avoid after they split on bad terms. And finally, her cousin, who had been living with her for the past month. Police know.
Okay, we're going to pause. We're going to talk a little bit, detectives. This is a reaction channel. We stop and talk a little bit. Hey, look at this. So, 3 potentials. In the comments, you let me know. Do you think it's Jared, Jacob, or what's her cousin name? Or put Cuzzo. Former ex-boyfriend, Jacob. Jared is Mandy's ex-fiance. Ooh, she out here living her life. And her cousin, who she been living with. You let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm going to tally it up and see what y'all think. Back to the case. Case 1, morning shift.
They'll need to look into each of them more closely, unaware that one of these suspects is already tied to another alleged homicide. But when officers finally reach her apartment, they still have no idea who or what is waiting for them on the other side of the door.
Sorry, I'm asking you a million questions and forgetting a lot of stuff, but her cousin that she lives with, what was his name?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
don't want to spook him if you think he'll answer. Or,
I don't think she's home.
Moved out of here? This kitchen doesn't feel here.
Unless if she packed everything up.
Is it like usual for her to do stuff like this, or is this seem bizarre?
I know she was unhappy the past couple of weeks, and she kept like talking about moving. But yeah, on Sunday she was unloading it.
This young lady knows a lot about the ins and outs and dealings of what's going on in this woman's house. She's not the roommate. The cousin is the roommate. So how does she know so much? Y'all think we need to put her in handcuffs? Y'all let me know. If y'all want me to drop and put her in handcuffs, drop some warrants in the comments. I'm going to let y'all decide. Morning shift, case 1.
That's on me.
is this just a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom?
Just a 1-bedroom.
Broken glass.
On Sunday, leaving here?
Nope. Because she was staying last time I talked to her.
There's a broken glass in that tub, it looks like.
I'm thinking Jared too, Edward.
Her dog is somewhere different.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jared.
I guess we could have asked you if she would have answered your phone call if you called.
I tried calling her and it went straight to voicemail. The last time she did this was when she was moving here.
Just really concerned. It's like getting stranger and stranger, and obviously if she would have answered you, you mind if I take a picture?
Yeah.
Jared is running away from the detectives in the comments. Sherry said no, no, and Sassy said no, it was the cousin. Jared is running away. Real said Jared. Shell said Cuzzo. It's a lot of back and forth, and I don't know. I can't tell you.
But
I need some more evidence.
Now she's
On the ship.
out of here.
Strangely, officers discover Mandy's apartment has been completely stripped out. Yet there are no signs of a struggle, no blood, and no evidence that a crime had taken place. Still, to both Diana and the deputies, something doesn't add up. Shortly after midnight, officers leave the apartment and head back to the station to review everything they've learned. But before long, they receive a call from the medical examiner confirming what they had feared. Through dental records, the body is definitively identified as Mandy Reynolds. She suffered a single gunshot wound to the head, inflicted.
All right, rest in peace to Miss Mandy. I know we do a lot of talking and joking, but we always show respect to the victims. Rest in peace to this young, uh, beautiful young lady. Put rest in peace to Mandy in the comments. 150 heart taps. Let's get back to the case.
Sometime before her body was set on fire. With one of the investigation's two biggest questions answered, detectives finally begin gaining some momentum. The following morning, as investigators begin pursuing leads that could identify Mandy's killer, one of those leads, unexpectedly, comes to them.
Robinson Police.
Yes, hi.
Detectives, did you clock in? Did you clock in? You say, Uno, how do I clock in? Make sure you hit the light. That's how you clock in. Then you hit the hearts on the right-hand side of the YouTube 150 times. Put clocked in. Make sure you clocked in, detectives. Back to the case. Morning shift, case 1. Don't go nowhere. We got 2 cases today.
My name's Andy Reynolds, and I got a message that you guys found my dog.
Oh, perfect. Let me put you on just a brief hold here. Give me one moment, and I'll get you with the person that can help you.
Awesome, thank you.
On the line is Mandy Reynolds, but as dispatch transfers the call to Detective Perry, it wouldn't take long for something to feel very off.
This is Detective Perry.
Hi, I just got a message saying you guys found my dog.
We believe so. So, what is your dog?
This stupid person, this clown calls the police and acts like you a dead person that they already recovered out of the field, burnt up. So you pretending like you Mandy? Whoever this is, you, my friend, are a nasty dog.
You're an ugly dog, mutt, face like ugly, what, ugly dog, you're an ugly dog, baby, ugly dog, the dog, hey.
He's a pool retriever mix.
Where does the dog belong?
Well, I was on my way to Wichita, Kansas, and I live in San Marcos, and Titan is his name. He just ran off.
What was your name? I apologize.
My name is Mandy. Do you want me to come get him, or I don't understand. Is he at the pound?
So we just put him at the pound, but we put a hold on him because we were trying to figure out who he belonged to. How long ago was this that he's been out?
Oh, heck, it's been, I don't know, this would have been around 1 in the morning. Detective, I hate to cut you off, but, I'm actually at work. I'm sorry you guys had to deal with that, but I'll come get him. What is it? 100 miles?
So about 1 o'clock last night.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. What? What is the interrogation about?
No, I'm just trying to make sure.
Keena, what's up, Bookie? I hope everything goes your way. You in a good place and in a good space. She said, that's a man. That's a man. That was how Mandy call and sound like a dude. Will says, Sassy said, hey, wait a second. That sounds like a man. Melissa said, what the hell? What? Shauna said, right, Rachel. Sounds like a man. Mandy sounds like a man's. Y'all short. Let's get back
I understand why
that dog, that's my dog you guys have. Let's get that straight, detective.
Okay, and that's fine. I understand that.
You know what? I'll just come to the pound. Goodbye.
After hanging up, Perry is certain someone is attempting.
If my beautiful dog Titan was missing out in the woods by a dead body, I would like to get my dog back, and I'm not going to be as hostile as Mandy 2.0 is on the phone. So who y'all thinking it is so far? Let me know in the comments. Morning shoot.
To impersonate the deceased victim. Believing he may have just been speaking with the killer, Perry immediately calls the number back, while investigators race to trace the phone's location.
This is Mandy.
Mandy?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Detective Perry. I think we got off on the wrong foot. So the reason I'm asking some questions, I'm just going to be upfront with you. We found your dog in a field. In the field was a crime scene of a deceased person. And
Oh
that
my
is,
God.
I didn't want to give you all the details because that's kind of sensitive. That is why I was asking some questions to verify how the dog got there, what's going on.
Oh,
Good morning,
wow.
Vicky.
I mean, geez, I feel... Good Lord, I just wonder how long he was outside, you know? I can't even imagine what he went through, and then now there's a deceased person. Like, oh my God.
This number...
That's a strong voice woman. Whew, I would hate to wake up in the... Hey, babe, how you feeling? I'm feeling. Back to the case.
Comes back to a different name. Are you on somebody's phone plan?
I'm going to be frank with you, sir. You know, I'm sorry that this happened, but I cannot waste my whole...
Captain Sassy has made a statement and said, hey, let's get the likes up. Free memberships. She's going to drop free memberships for 5 detectives that's in the chat. If we get to 75 likes, let's run them likes up, man. Double tap screen if you're watching from the traditional way.
I'm just trying to figure out how long the pup was there. That could, if the puppy messed with the body.
If the puppy messed with the body.
Dogs are natural scavengers.
You think my little Titan would go... Oh my... Detective, with all due respect, do not call me back.
You got upset because you thought the dog would not mess with her. Yeah, this is a doozy.
Although the caller hangs up once again, investigators finally get exactly what they needed. The phone is successfully traced, and the signal is pinged to the west side of Wichita, Kansas. With Mandy confirmed dead, a mysterious caller impersonating her, and her Honda Accord still unaccounted for, detectives issue a bolo for the vehicle. Before long, flock cameras pick up Mandy's Honda traveling along Mays Road in Wichita. Convinced one of their 3 suspects is behind the wheel, officers move in to conduct a traffic stop. But instead of pulling over, the driver would do the exact opposite.
On the sidewalk.
Hey, he's taking off.
Give this guy the opportunity to get out of your way. You gotta go around. Try to gain as much as you can. Is that him up there weaving through traffic still?
He's approaching Tyler.
Chills. He's a wee little dagger.
Yep. Go.
He's running left. Get a perimeter.
Go.
He's running west?
Running west, yep.
He's running near Dillon's.
Melissa says, now this is an interesting theory. Dog custody battle gone wrong. What do you think, detectives? What's your motive? Let me know in the comments. I want to read. Let's go. Morning, Shiv.
Take us to the backside. They've got 3 up here.
Sure, come on. I'll approach you 21st Tyler right now.
Take us to the back. Watch that fucking asshole on the bike.
Do we have suspect description?
Did he run into?
Yeah, he ran into the Dillons.
White belt, white shirt.
Lock the Dillons down.
Miss Helen. Hey, KJ. Man, you know who that was. Miss Helen almost got ran over, standing right there just looking. Miss Helen. She would have had to have hip surgery and everything. You would have hit her. When the shift?
After the suspect hides inside the store, officers outside quickly begin surrounding the building. With dozens of innocent people potentially in his line of fire, they draw their weapons and prepare to move in.
Get in your car! Come out! Come out! Come out! Come out! Come out! Hey, my man, get your family out of here. You're fine.
He said go. Let's go.
Hey! Come here! Come here! Where'd he go?
I didn't see him.
You didn't see him?
Didn't see him.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
They say they towards the back, but I've just been getting here. Oh, maybe he's over there. I hear something yelling. Hey! I have flash.
Let's crossfire. Come on!
Yeah! Yeah!
Schultz! You make any movement, you will be killed! I got hands. Crawl out! Crawl!
How you try to go hide between the bush baked beans, twin? How did you? Oh, go ahead, look.
Crawl out towards the sound of our voice. Did somebody get less lethal? Somebody's got to back off one direction or the other.
Place lethal.
Go ahead. Hold on. Crawl out towards us. You're gonna have to move with me. Ready? Yep. Pull them out. 283. Clear.
They didn't have to drag him out like that, y'all. They did him dirty on that drag out. They did him pretty dirty on that drag out.
There. One in custody.
In less than 4 minutes, officers finally locate the suspect hiding inside a store shelf. As they move in to arrest him, they notice he's drifting in and out of consciousness, leading them to suspect he's under the influence of drugs. Despite his condition,
Detectives, we just caught him. Y'all know what we got to do. Drop the warrants in the comments because we got to cuff him. We did all of this chase. We chased him down. We went on a high-speed chase. So we need to get our credit for doing our job as detectives. Put the warrants in the comments. Let's cuff him because he's going to jail.
You're cuffed, detective. Cuff him. Cuff him now.
Jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. Hot damn it, you going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail. Your ass.
the 3 suspects connected to Mandy, her cousin, Derek Daignault. Believed to be suffering from a drug overdose, Derek is taken to the hospital where he's treated overnight. During this time, investigators begin digging into his background, and what they uncover is deeply concerning. Not only does Derek have a lengthy criminal history, including aggravated assault and burglary, but he's also wanted in connection with another homicide. Just weeks earlier, his girlfriend, Shanoa Hanzel.
Let's get the flickering and flackering. Hit that heart over there on the right-hand side of your YouTube screen 200 times. And say morning shift in the comments. Let's get the flickering and flackering now. I should see the hearts flickering and flackering over there. Morning shift.
Had been found dead in a ditch under mysterious circumstances. Investigators now realize they may be dealing with someone far more dangerous than they anticipated, and under no circumstances can they afford to let him back out onto the street.
Yeah, I think this is Cuzzo. Melissa asks, is that Cuzzo? Yes, I think so, because she had a thing for the J's. Jared and Johnny, Jermaine, you know. This is Derek. He got to be related. I think this is Cuzzo, though. Back to the case.
The next morning, Derek is transported to the Sedgwick County Jail for questioning.
Welcome in. Good to see you,
where detectives need to figure out his role in not 1, but 2 homicides.
Hey, Derek.
Detective Chisholm, this is Sergeant Hardy.
What's that one say?
Which one where?
The big one on your arm there.
Oh, Family Forever.
Family Forever. Okay. You feel like you have a pretty good handle of what's going on, why you're here, why we want to talk to you? I'm just trying to make sure you're in a position where you can answer questions.
I fully understand my situation. I'm not exactly sure why you guys want to talk to me, unless it has to do with Shanoa. Mm-hmm. And besides that, no.
I am.
Wait. Shanoa? Aren't we doing the case with Mandy? So who is Shanoa? Shanoa look like she's a pretty little lady as well. Is this another body? I don't know what's going on.
Where are you going?
See if I can find him.
Oh, aren't you going to eat first?
I don't want any.
You don't want any? I've been cooking all day. You
can at least try a bite or two. You're hot stuff, you know that? I mean, I've been cooking all day. I missed Oprah, Phil Donahue, Joan Rivers, and Dr. Ruth. I don't know what's going on.
The detective that's been investigating Shanoa's death. Shanoa was your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, Shanoa was my best friend. For 2 years. Just since I was released from prison the first time. So pretty much January goes by, man, and me and Shanoa, we're not talking. Like, we might be here and there. Like I said, it's beyond repair. It's gone.
Well, Play Jay, welcome back, twin. Thank you for that love and support for helping us grow to be the #1 true crime reaction show on the net. Can't do it without you, twin. Appreciate
I'm
that.
okay with letting like, I'm not about to go do my life in prison over a female. I told, the last thing I said to Shanoa, man, I'll be myself. I said, you leave, don't come back. It could have been an accident, sure, an accident, but I don't know. I don't see it, but did I do it?
Who is Shanoa? Who is Shanoa? Mandy and Titan is where we were going. Who is Shanoa? I don't know. I'm clueless.
As expected, Derek calmly denies any involvement in his ex-girlfriend's death. From the beginning, detectives believed the evidence tying him to her murder was weak at best, but the same cannot be said about Mandy. And as questioning continues, the conversation is about to take an inexplicable turn.
Where'd you get the car?
I'm gonna tell you something.
So, look at the Techniquino. Girl, that's what I'm talking about. She said that's his girlfriend that he left in the ditch. So Cuzzo done off his girlfriend and his cousin. His girlfriend and his cousin King. We need security.
And I'm gonna leave it at this, like, the cartel in Texas is very real. When the person I went down into Texas with was knee deep in debt with the cartel.
But how's that have to do with the car you ran from?
Shauna, Juice. This was earlier in our journey.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, where'd you get the car?
The car was my cousin's.
Did she give you the car?
No, she didn't. I took the car and it wasn't my choice. Like, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, the cartel told me, go dig this grave, right? And guess whose grave I dug? My grave. They empty a couple slugs right into my chest. They say, hey, Derek, you want a beer? And I turn, take 2 to my chest, man. And I got a bulletproof vest on with a plate in it,
Do me a favor.
Y'all, are y'all listening? Are you hearing what this young man is telling us? No. You gotta hear it, guys. You gotta listen. I'm gonna run it bite. Put the bites in the comments. We're gonna do a bite. I ain't even gonna do the graphic. We just gonna go right with. Listen to this man. Listen to
and
this
as
story.
questioning continues, the conversation is about to take an inexplicable turn.
Where'd you get the car?
I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna leave it at this. Like, the cartel in Texas is very real. When the person I went down into Texas with was knee deep in debt with the cartel.
But how's that have to do with the car you ran from us in last night?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, where'd you get the car?
The car was my cousin's.
Did she give you the car?
No, she didn't. I took the car and it wasn't my choice. Like, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, the cartel told me, go dig this grave, right? And guess whose grave I dug? My grave.
Listen.
I empty a couple slugs right into my chest. They say, hey, Dad, you want a beer? And I turn, take 2 to my chest, man. And I got a bulletproof vest on with a plate in it, you know?
Do me a favor real quick. Lift up your shirt. Just let me see your chest. Whereabouts do you think you got shot? Pretty much.
The detective said, lift up your shirt. Let me see. What about you think you got shot? But you don't have no bruising, no nothing. You said the cartel took you. You don't think they know you got on a bulletproof vest, brother? Man, you sitting here doing all this rigmarole, bold-faced lying. Why you lying?
Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop your fucking lying.
Okay.
As the detective examines his chest, there is no bruising on Derek's body, something investigators would expect to see had he truly been shot twice, even while wearing a bulletproof vest. By now, detectives realize that by avoiding direct confrontation, they've gotten virtually nowhere. So now they would attempt to pick apart his account piece by piece. But this approach is about to backfire.
I get out of the grave, and I go home, and...
Where's home?
Home is in...
The man rose up. The man rose up out the grave like Jesus. He said, I got out of the... Man, morning shift. Get back to the case. I'm sorry. The man said he rose up like Jesus, y'all.
St. Marcos, at Mandy's apartment. It wasn't right in there.
What do you mean?
It was just an eerie feeling. Like, there's just certain that she wouldn't have left that was left.
If someone made you kill her or made you watch her get killed, now's the time to let us know.
Look, man, I'm done talking about the cartel with you guys, period. I'm done talking about the situation.
Oh, like Lazarus in the grave?
Like,
yes,
like, are you guys trying to like get me killed?
No, we're trying to find out if you killed her. You still want to talk to your mom? Well, we talked to her a little earlier, and she said she'd be willing to talk to you. It's just it's up to you.
Yeah, can I call her?
Hey, man, man, you see who it is. It's my son tapping in. What up, son? He said, cartel empty slugs, and he here to tell a story. If you want some good content, tap in with my son, Tay TV. Tell him, boy, your daddy sent me over here. Tell him that when you go subscribe, man. He in college, got some good college content. If you've never been on the college campus, if you never did some wild stuff, tap in with this, man. Let's get back to the case. Case 1, morning shift, burning evidence.
You're asking where Mandy is.
They got her.
The cartel?
Yeah.
I know you do.
You feel me? But I'll tell you one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. It ain't going to be because I killed Shanoa or Mandy. That's not why I'm going back to prison.
Oh, I know you didn't. I know you didn't. And I know you didn't kill Shanoa, and definitely not your cousin either.
While Derek's mother remains adamant that her son is innocent, detectives outside the interrogation room have just finished reviewing surveillance footage from across San Marcos, and the evidence tells a very different story. Piece by piece, investigators begin reconstructing what they believe happened to Mandy. Just weeks after Shanoa's death in March, Derek had an active warrant and was wanted in connection with the case. That's when Mandy decided to let him stay at her apartment in San Marcos. By early April, the situation had deteriorated.
So, Mandy was the only person that you can lean on that will help your little trifling ass to where you can have a place to sleep and try to get on your feet. And what you do in return? Family. Morning shift.
Was struggling to live with Derek and decided she would drive him back to Wichita around April 4th. Investigators believe Derek knew he was about to be kicked out. Prosecutors allege that sometime on April 3rd, Derek shot Mandy once in the head inside her apartment using her own stolen .380 caliber handgun before taking her cash and belongings.
So why does Mandy have a stolen 380? Or when he stole it, okay, I get it. I was about to say, is Mandy in the life? Is she out here trapping too? Morning shift.
The following morning, Derek purchases a large plastic storage container, the same type used to later conceal Mandy's body, along with a shovel, gas can, duct tape, and garbage bags. 15 minutes later, CCTV captures him loading the items into Mandy's Honda Accord.
Everybody go to Walmart to get their murder kit. Everybody could be running to Walmart, see if they got a murder kit clearance sale.
And sticking his head out of the passenger window is Mandy's dog, Titan. That afternoon, investigators believe Derek returned to Mandy's apartment where he cleaned and staged the scene before loading her belongings into a Penske moving truck. Later that evening, he drove 2 hours to Robinson, Texas, where he dumped Mandy's body and set it on fire. A crime executed almost perfectly, if not for Mandy's dog he left behind. In November 2024, Derek Diagonault is convicted of murdering his cousin, Mandy Reynolds, and sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 2054. He has not been charged or convicted in connection with the death of his girlfriend, Shanoa Hansel, and that investigation remains ongoing. And as for Titan, he was happily taken out of the pound and is now living happily with Mandy's best friend, Diana.
Man. Rest in peace to Mandy. Rest in peace to Miss Shanoa. But when I originally saw that case, I saw it on Ewu. And Ewu went a little further in detail. That story was way more elaborate. So if you get a chance to spin by Ewu, check that out. Shout out to Dr. Insanity. But you know what we got to do? Because we got another case, twin. We got more work to do. But we got to put those warrants in the comments because we got to send Derek ass to jail. We got to book them. So drop the warrants, detectives, and let's book this filthy animal. Book them.
Cigar smoker, huh?
I've never seen it before.
Book him.
I just run this place a week ago.
Book him.
Ah, you guys must have planned this. You're trying to frame me.
Book him! Book him for receiving, pushing, and possession. And if we get lucky, maybe murder.
Who faked on me?
Harry, in your lousy business, your best friends are your worst enemies, and we found a friend. Chen, get this down to the lab for analysis. Let's go.
My girl Shauna said that case had more twists and turns than Chubby Checker trying to do the twist. Let's do the twist. And we're going to twist right on the case too. But before we do that, you know how we do. We gotta pay up, man. Go ahead and make sure you hit that like button. We are almost at 75. We 6 away, 7 away. Let's go. Hit that like, hit the heart button, the heart emoji 150 times. Put case 2 in the comments. And this is case 2 of the morning shift. Let's go, twin. We still working.
I can't leave without him.
clue, ma'am.
God, please. Oh, God, please help me.
YouTube might ban me from that. They might think this is the wrong thing going on. What is?
The woman currently having a meltdown is 51-year-old Cheryl Coe.
Does she have clothes on? Is Miss Cheryl all right?
Just 30 minutes earlier, Cheryl shot a home intruder directly in the chest, leaving him bleeding out on her bedroom floor. It wasn't until Cheryl turned on the lights that she realized this intruder was actually her husband of 4 years, 48-year-old.
You done shot Luther, and you were on the ground doing all of that? Man, no. Hey, detectives, I'm gonna ask you for what you just got a small glimpse of the case. We don't know what's going on, but I would like to ask you the question. Would you like to put her in handcuffs until we just figure out what's going on? I would like to cuff her. I think she is the suspect. She is not the victim. What you think? You let me know. If I get 10 detectives to put warrants in the comments, we locking her up. We putting her in handcuffs. Morning shift case 2. Too lit for TV.
I fell asleep, and then I heard somebody come in the door
Tracy.
yelling, and
She too wild.
I didn't know what else to do. I just grabbed the gun like he's always told me to. I shot the gun twice, and the second time he said I shot him. And I realized it was him when I heard him speak.
But was this really an accident? The drama began on June 20.
Yeah, before we get into where the drama began, let me see if we can lock her up, because she was out there butt naked. Well, nothing. Where was her pants at? She had her ass on the grass, hollering, like not crying, guys. Not. Oh my God, that was an accident. No tears. Just like she sounded like she was doing something else. Miss Tracy says she on her. Yeah, I don't know, Tracy. I don't know what's going on. Killa said she shot him. Yes, she did. I believe it. And she did it on purpose. She seemed like the type that like just start throwing tantrums for not having her way. She seemed like the type that beat on him. Let's see. My girl says she said sounds like when it was what in the butt? Yes. It sounds exactly like that. Cuff her. Yes, we got the cuffs on her and she finna go to jail. She's about to go to jail. Listen. She going to jail.
Man, he going to jail tonight. Talking about the homie in the gray and the black. You know the facts, I never relax. Everything luxury tax. And everybody here getting videos. Make sure you put a little money in the sack. What's wrong with him? Going to jail.
3rd, 2021.
Let's
when
get into
Cheryl
the drama.
called 911 to report the shooting. Deputies from the Coweta County Sheriff's Office were immediately dispatched to her home, about 50 miles.
Oh, God damn. She up here, twin. She up here in the city, man. When I heard Coweta, I said, wait a second. She up here acting a fool like that, man. She in the country, though. She outside the metro. She close
outside of Atlanta.
I didn't read the notes, man.
I didn't either. Something about gun went off.
The deputies were met with silence as they entered the garage and checked the backyard.
Clear back here.
But as they made their way into the home, both Cheryl and Luke could be heard calling out for help.
Sheriff's office!
Sheriff's office!
We're here.
All
right. All right.
Okay, the officer's here.
Inside the master bedroom, Luke was on the ground writhing in pain as Cheryl pressed a towel against his gunshot wound. But for some reason,
Luke's still alive. That's good.
Sounded like Luke didn't want her help.
Stop!
She told me to keep pressure on it.
Yes, keep pressure on it. Keep pressure on it.
Is there anybody else here?
No, it's just that.
Sir.
Lay down. Lay down.
I know.
Lay down, bud.
Baby, please.
Put that. Yeah, keep that on there. Keep that on there.
When Luke sat up, the deputies could see a large gunshot wound on his left rib cage, bleeding.
Ain't nobody trying to apply no pressure. Mr. Randolph standing right there like, sit down, buddy, lay down. But like, no, put your gloves on. You got your gloves on. Mr. Randolph jump into the life-saving measures. It's two of y'all. Somebody apprehend the suspect. Make sure the house is clear. Where is the weapon? Come on now. We stumbling on like we don't know what's going on.
Severely.
Did you tell him 1018?
Mr. Randolph, what we doing?
Can't breathe.
I need to get a chest tube in him, quick!
All right, EMS is pulling up.
While they waited for EMS, the deputies noticed 2 bottles of lubricant on the nightstand, an empty cup knocked over across the room, and a 9mm handgun on the right side of the.
Kano. They got lube and all kind of. It was a party. It was a party going on. It was having a good time. Yeah, they was having some type of party. Hey man, say man, my girl, Captain Sassy, attention on deck. My girl has dropped not 1, not 2, but 5 random memberships. You will be chosen to become one of the family members. Thank you so much, Sassy, for helping us grow to be the #1 true crime reaction show on the net. I need everybody to hit that heart emoji 200 times and put Sassy did it again in the comments. I love you, twin. Thank you so much for that, man. You know how we rocking, man. Thank you. Let's get back to the case. Morning shift case 2.
The bed.
Too lit for
Cheryl
TV.
pleaded with Luke to keep breathing and to stop moving away from her.
Keep breathing! Don't move away from me, okay?
Oh
my!
It seemed that Luke's ability to talk was slowly fading. Thankfully, it wasn't long before the EMTs arrived, and they rushed to save his life.
All right, ma'am. This way, ma'am. We're going to go in here and sit down, okay?
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, ma'am, can you tell me what happened?
Cheryl hesitated for 9 seconds before finally answering the deputy's question.
He was out in the shop. He'd been in the shop since I got home. I had 5 Angry Orchards sitting out on the back porch by myself. I went to bed. I took my medicine before I went to bed. He came in yelling, and I grabbed.
So you on the Angry Orchards. You done took your goddamn on Zanny. And that's your excuse. Auntie.
So the plaintiff loses, gets nothing. Ms. Howard, what are you thinking?
She lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
Ms. Reese?
Off in the nightstand and started shooting because I was scared.
You were scared of him?
No, I didn't know who it was.
The deputy was immediately suspicious about Cheryl's story. If Luke came in from the shop and started yelling, why was he...
Hey, Angela, thank you for tapping in on your lunch, showing your love and support, even when you trying to support your family and take care of business. Thank you so much. We'll see you tonight at 9:35 for the night shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 body cam cases for you. Thank you, twin, for helping us grow to be the #1 true crime reaction show. I can't do it without you. Love you, twin. Thank you. Let's get back to the case. Morning shift case 2. Too late for TV.
Completely naked.
She had about 5 or 6 beers sitting on the back porch. He's was out in the shop.
Hey, Harley.
She had taken her medicine and laid down. He came in yelling about something, and she scared her, so she grabbed the gun and shot. But that doesn't explain why he's nude, and it doesn't explain anything. That makes no sense to me.
The deputy couldn't...
I don't know men that's gonna work in the shop all day just naked in the shop. So what he do? What he changing transmissions and got the alternators naked? Why was the lube with the 9mm? I have a lot of questions.
Help but wonder if this shooting was more than just an accident, and Cheryl was just putting on a big act.
Oh my God!
Ma'am, come over here. Let me take her on out.
Yeah, let's go down by the trucks.
You tell him.
Y'all, she is sitting there on the rocking chair on the front porch with her legs crossed out my. She did it. She's guilty. She's guilty.
They're doing the best they can.
Y'all.
What's going on? What's
She's
No clue, ma'am.
please?
Tracy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that love. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Twin. I appreciate you. Thank you for your engagement. And hopefully you can become a part of the family. Stick around. Hit that notification bell. She goes. Mama 5. Hold on.
The reason the paramedics haven't brought Luke to the ambulance is because just minutes after EMS arrived, he was pronounced dead. Eventually, the paramedics stepped out onto the front porch.
Dang, rest in peace, Mr. Luke. This lady said she sat on the back porch, drunk 5 angry orchards, took a pill, because her husband had apparently nude and working in the shop all day. And he just came and started yelling, and you just got up out the bed, walked to the gun, walked to the wherever the gun was, hit it back, the racket, fired 2 shots at your husband, not knowing what you're doing. Y'all know what's gonna happen to her?
Jail, you going to jail. You going to jail. Hot damn it, you going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail. Yo ass.
Sorry, y'all.
Bring Luke with them.
Why are they all here?
I'm here with you.
Come in with me.
No, we can't go in. We can't go in. We cannot go in.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Cindy.
Oh, God, please.
Just have a seat.
Oh, please. Why are they all out here?
No.
That's what I'm
Why
saying.
are they all out here? I just want to know what's
Thank
going
you,
on.
Juice.
Husband.
I think you already know what's going on.
Thank you again, Sassy.
Why faster?
Since Cheryl was the prime suspect in Luke's death, the deputies decided to wait for the Crime Investigations Unit before breaking the news that Luke was dead.
Yes.
But the longer they withheld this information
Thank you,
from
April.
Cheryl, the more hysterical she became.
Well, if you don't sit down, we're going to have to set you in a car since you're not listening. Okay? We don't want to do that, so you need to chill out here. Okay?
After this stern warning from the deputy, Cheryl retreated back to the ground, got in the fetal position, and continued sobbing.
No!
The deputies didn't seem fazed by Cheryl at all at this point. They casually made small talk while her cries of anguish carried on in the background.
Unknown Papa, version down, at Golden Corral, 605.
I can't do this without him.
Wait. Is somebody... Did I hear... I know they ain't planning lunch while this lady is screaming on the ground, hollering at the man is in here dead. We different in Georgia, boy. I swear. This man say he's trying to find the Golden Corral.
And do the Golden Corral.
Oh,
Too many
my
hands
God.
around it. Do you mind if I borrow a roll of that tape until the summer's over?
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Okay. So how are you
What
liking
is
the
she
12?
doing? Oh, she got on the little shorts. What is she doing, bro? Nobody is even going over there to help her. Like, everybody is just in there doing their own little thing. She's just laying in the grass.
That was a great one.
The deputies left Cheryl on the ground for the next 20 minutes before the investigators assigned to the case arrived on the scene. They sat down on the front porch again so they could conduct a more thorough interview.
My name's Garrett, okay? I'm with the coroner's office, okay? This is Shauna. She's with the sheriff's office. Listen to me, hon. Tell me what happened this evening.
Once again, Cheryl's long pause before answering this simple question raised some red flags. The investigators made it simple for her, telling her to slow down and give them a play-by-play of the last 24 hours.
We were disagreeing about something yesterday.
April, he did say, hand me a couple of them rolls, you know? Them folk are hungry. Shit, man, they need to bring me like 3 of the rolls, too. I take 3, since we ordered on the crime scene.
Hey, that
Y'all want something to go to the ground?
that
Put it in the comments.
has occurred before.
Talking about somebody else? Somebody
That
else involved?
is, Rachel, it is absolutely disrespectful of them. Absolutely. That's horrible. I'm not even gonna lie, but they talking about Golden Corral, man.
Particularly, so we hadn't talked. We didn't talk all day. And he sent me a text at 3 o'clock and told me he was ready to talk. And I told him I wasn't sure if I was, and that I'd be home when I got home. I came home from work at about 5:30. I didn't see him. I didn't see him when I got home. I heard him and the music playing out there. I got an Angry Orchard and I sat on the back porch. I decided I needed to go to bed because I have to open tomorrow. I went in and I took my medicine and then I got in the bed. I fell asleep.
Okay, you said you had 5 Angry Orchards, took your medicine, and then went to bed. Now you said you only had 1 Angry Orchard, and you said y'all didn't talk, and you was in the house, and he came in out the shop because he been in the shop all day. But he was butt naked.
And then I heard somebody come in the door yelling, and I didn't know what else to do. I just grabbed the gun like he's always told me to. I shot the gun twice.
Thank you,
and the
Angela.
second time he said I shot him.
Love
and
you,
I
twin.
realized it was him when I heard him speak.
To make things clear, Cheryl is saying that she was startled awake by a man yelling, and she thought he was an intruder. So she grabbed the gun on her nightstand, ready to protect herself. This intruder then busted through the bedroom door, and Cheryl fired 2 shots. The intruder then yelled, "You shot me!" And only then did she realize that the intruder was actually Luke. But once again, this story didn't sit right with the investigators. If Cheryl realized it was Luke when she heard him scream, "You shot me," why didn't she realize it was him when he was yelling just moments earlier? The investigators also found it strange how vague Cheryl was being about her and Luke's disagreement.
We were disagreeing about something yesterday that had occurred, that has occurred before.
Talking about somebody else? Somebody else involved?
Not particularly.
I wonder why she isn't cuffed. That's a great observation. If she's the only suspect, why isn't she cuffed? Is this a case of pretty privilege? Y'all let me know. Let's get back to the case. Morning shift case 2.
So we hadn't talked.
So they circled back to this subject, and Cheryl clearly seemed uncomfortable talking about it.
Cheryl, now, these are just questions that I need to ask you, okay? What specifically were you all, arguing about? Another female? Was he talking about divorce? Are you talking about divorce? Or did any of that stuff come up?
No. Can these gentlemen step away?
Yeah.
We live an alternative lifestyle where we're with other couples, other individuals.
Swingers.
Since I started menopause last summer and we finally got my hormones and everything straight, he suggested that we go into an open marriage.
Cheryl went on to explain that before she and Luke met in 2016, they were both part of the swingers community. But for the first 6 months of their relationship, they decided to be exclusive. Once those 6 months were up, they decided to mingle with other couples. And they continued this lifestyle for the next 5 years. However, it became obvious that Cheryl wanted to participate in these minglings more often than Luke. So he suggested that they upgrade from being swingers to having an open marriage instead. This meant that they could now see other people individually as well.
So the argument was over I wonder if y'all want to do that more than often than not, or the people that you're with, or what.
Because of where I work and because of what I do, I try to keep everything extremely private. He has
What do you do? Where do you
misspoken
work at? What do you think she does? She's probably like a nurse or something. She's probably like a nurse.
numerous times about the life that we live to people that he doesn't need to talk to about it. Going back and saying things about conversations that I thought were private conversations with him. I accused him of stepping over that boundary again, and he got very upset with me. I asked him to send me a snapshot of the conversation.
Captain Sassy says, I know a personal story. A guy had a gun, didn't know who was coming in the house. He was 3 times drunk legally, and was stabbed when he confronted them. They walked free. Yeah, she is so fake. Dang, that's sad to hear. Angela, you're so sweet. Absolutely. She's amazing. She's amazing. I appreciate it. Let's get back to case 2. We too late for TV. It's been a
He
great day.
wouldn't do it. I should have to trust him.
100 emoji
Cheryl
taps.
said that Luke's inability to keep their private conversations private was a recurring problem. It was clear that this experiment was putting a lot of stress on their relationship. So, on Monday, June 21st, 2 days before the shooting, Luke and Cheryl decided to pull the plug on the open marriage and return to just being swingers.
Monday we got into an
that's
argument
still an
about it.
open
And I said,
damn
let's just
marriage.
don't do this anymore. Ever since we started the open marriage, it's been an issue. He sent a message to the women that he was talking to, the friends of ours that he was talking to, and told them that we decided that that wasn't a good idea.
However, the next morning, on Tuesday, Cheryl suddenly had a change of heart. She told the investigators that she and Luke had another talk, and they decided to open things up once again.
On Tuesday morning, we talked about it some more. We decided we would try it again. I sent a message to the 2 women that he had sent a message to, apologizing to them and telling them that it was just me overreacting and that everything was okay.
It wasn't clear why Cheryl did a complete 180, but the investigators didn't want to.
You're right, Muff. Muffin says, definitely a nurse. She said he need a chest tube. Who says that? Somebody in the medical field. Good observation. Good job.
Now that's what you call being trained properly. I like what you did there, Detective. Good work.
Feel like a suspect, so they changed topics.
Cheryl, I just got another question for you. What was your husband wearing when he was shot?
He was naked.
Do you know why he was naked?
Probably because he got grease all over his clothes and he took them off in the laundry room.
Larry, what's going on? I hope everything good your way. You in a good place and in a good space. Yo, we've been tapping in, twin. Just had a couple nights off. We back tonight, 9:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope I see you in there, Larry. Welcome back. So you spill grease over your. I've worked on the car before. I've got grease on my clothes, but he's naked. He probably was naked. He probably did get grease on his clothes, went and dropped his clothes in the laundry room and came in the room like, damn, I got grease on my clothes, and you shot him. You fired him up. You sent him to his maker.
Okay. Does he normally come to bed with no clothes on?
Yes, we sleep with no clothes on.
Okay.
When you were in the bed this evening, did you have any clothes on?
No.
So when did you put some clothes on?
When I knew 911 was coming. I was holding that on him and putting clothes on at the same time. While I was on the phone with 911, I was like holding that with one hand and putting my clothes on with the other because I knew that the EMTs were about to be here and everybody was about to bust up in the house.
Demonstration. Let's demonstrate. Phone. 911. Getting my clothes. Applying pressure. So applying pressure. Getting my clothes. Yeah, he done. Girl, how? How? Stop lying.
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
The investigators were in disbelief that Cheryl, who works in the medical field, would prioritize putting clothes on over keeping pressure on her dying husband's
we
gunshot
called it.
wound. Once
Works in
they
the medical
finished their
field.
initial questioning, Cheryl curled back up into a ball and rocked back and forth. She did this for about 2 hours straight before another investigator came over to speak with her.
Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Jason with Investigations. Could you step inside and sit at the dining room table so I could talk to you for a second? We're just going to go right in here and sit down at the dining room table, okay?
Cheryl eventually followed the investigator inside, where they swabbed her hands for gunshot residue and collected a sample of her blood. She was then given an opportunity to call her mom.
Mom. Mom. Mom. Hey. No, it's not. No, it's not okay.
And I like that. I like when ladies do live like that. But for him to be in the shop all day and he just be naked, I don't want to get no shop grease all on me. You know, I might be into other kinky things, but shop grease, it ain't one of the ones. And then I'm gonna put that in. No, I don't want that on my baby. You know? So that was odd to me. But ain't no problem with living free.
The investigator paid close attention to Cheryl's conversation as she broke the tragic news. The details Cheryl told her mom all seemed to align with the story she gave the investigators
That
hours
lubricant
earlier.
on his clothes. Yes, that KY.
The bedroom door flung open, and I just grabbed my gun and shot because I didn't know what to think. All I heard was the door slam open, and it woke me up, and I just grabbed my gun.
You said the door slammed open. First, you said he walked in the door yelling about something. Now you saying it just slammed open and you grabbed your gun. Which one is it?
No, Mama, I'm sitting here with a bunch of detectives and crime scene investigators and everything else. They've already taken Luke's body off. Can you see him?
However, at some points in the conversation, Cheryl's overwhelming grief seemed to affect her ability to speak English. Cheryl's phone was collected as evidence, and she was taken down to the Coweta County Sheriff's Office. Cheryl ended up taking a nap on the ground of the interrogation room for about an hour while she waited for the detectives.
Okay. I know I introduced myself earlier, but we talked. Investigator Wade, and this is ADA Parrish. Okay, he's with the DA's office.
Throughout the course of this interview, the detectives learned that over the past year of being in an open marriage, Cheryl and Luke ran into a lot of jealousy problems. So, they had to set up multiple boundaries to try to mitigate these feelings. The most important rule was that they had to get approval from each other before doing anything physical. However, almost every week, new rules would be added and things were constantly changing, which led to a lot of fighting. The constant arguments, along with Luke's disregard for Cheryl's privacy, is why they temporarily paused their open relationship 2 days before the shooting. They agreed not to see anybody for the next week and focus solely on each other, but this didn't last very long. Later that same day, Cheryl texted Luke from work trying to change their plans. Up until this point, she had been seeing 2 other men, and she wanted to see both of them one last time later.
Oh, love. She got 3 straws in her Kool-Aid cup? Just thirsty. Just thirsty, bruh. Just thirsty.
Later that night, before spending time with Luke.
I suggested that we spend some time together Monday night, and who said that kind of made his stomach turn. Hearing me talking about meeting up with somebody else and then us spending time together.
Luke was so upset by this that he started giving Cheryl the silent treatment. Even when they both got home from work and Cheryl asked if they could talk, he said that he had plans and suddenly left without telling her where he was going. He was gone all night, so Cheryl assumed that he was breaking their rules and seeing one of his partners without her permission. The next morning, he texted her saying that he was just at his buddy's house and was now ready to talk. But rather than agreeing right away, Cheryl decided to give him a taste of his own medicine, saying that she had plans after work.
He asked me what I was doing, and I said, it has nothing to do with... I said, I'm just going to do some me stuff, which... because he was so elusive the day before about telling me where he was going, and he didn't tell me at all. I just, left him hanging on it. I was taking stuff back to the UPS store to send back to Amazon and going to the grocery store. But
Did you kind of want to make him think that you were doing something to kind of?
No, I just because yesterday when I told him I wanted to sit down and talk, he said he had plans. So
You want
today
to give him a
when
taste of
he
his
said
own
he was ready
medicine.
to talk, I said I had plans after work, and if it wasn't too late when I got home, that we would do it, that we would talk. I was going to go get my nails done, but I decided to just forego that and go on home so that we could talk. And he stayed up in the shop. So I just.
So how did that make you feel when you came home and expecting, kind of talk to each other, and he just kind
La
of
la la
stayed
la
up
la
in the
la la la
shop?
la la la
That's what
la.
his son.
Well, I guess we'll get to it eventually.
This petty back and forth clearly created some tension leading up to the shooting, making it much harder to believe that this was an accident. So, the detectives began scrutinizing Cheryl's story, suggesting
Oh, I don't even like that water. Ooh, what's that? I forgot what type of water that is, but I don't like it.
that it didn't make any sense. This is when Cheryl's story began to change.
I heard thunderous footsteps and then the bedroom door slam open.
Okay.
Not thunderous.
So you're saying that he didn't make a sound, didn't say anything, the door just swung open?
That's all I mean, at that point I reached for the gun.
And then you said you fired 2 shots.
I'm obviously not a good aim because I fired once and it hit the ceiling or somewhere. I couldn't even see where it even hit. And I fired the second shot to what I thought was the right. I thought I'd be hitting the TV more than anything else because I was trying to get Luke's attention out there more than anything so that
What? Okay, you shot in the ceiling. Boom. You said you tried to shoot off to the right and hit the TV, but you hit him, well, on the right side of his chest. But you were shooting toward the right to get Luke's attention out in the shop. I mean, that makes sense to y'all.
he could come in and take care of it because I'm not that good of a shot.
It seemed that Cheryl was trying to strategically alter the details of her story to make herself seem more innocent. For example, it was suspicious that she
Harley.
didn't recognize Luke's voice when he first came into the house yelling.
I fell asleep and then I heard somebody come in the door yelling.
So she adjusted this statement, now saying that she didn't hear yelling at all. She only heard thunderous footsteps.
I heard thunderous footsteps and then the bedroom door slam open.
So you're saying that didn't make a sound, didn't say anything, the door just swung open?
That's all I mean, at that point I reached
What's thunderous footsteps? Somebody let me
for
know.
the gun.
Additionally, her initial story was that she shot the intruder to protect herself, implying that harming the intruder was intentional and deliberate. But now she was saying that her gunfire was not intended to inflict any harm. She was just firing warning shots, hoping Luke would come to her rescue.
I was trying to get Luke's attention out there more than anything.
Cheryl also provided new information about Luke's drinking habits and claimed that he often became aggressive while under the influence.
Oh,
Just recently,
the typical
talking
Terrace
about
character down.
not
Okay,
doing
here
that
it is.
anymore because he did things he shouldn't when he was drinking.
I can't even respect that you trying to tear this man character down and you done did this to him. You shot him. And now you trying to do everything in your power to get away. You're put it in the comments. Y'all know what she is.
I keep forgetting we're not ugly anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear. I keep forgetting every time you're near. I can only see your ugly smile. And I hear your hello saying you've been ugly for a while. And I know that it's hard for you
to say the things we both know are true. But tell me, how come I keep forgetting I'm not ugly anymore?
Now, would you be angry or get angry when you would drink? Would you be verbally abusive?
No, we would get more passionate and more aggressive.
Angela, what was that question, Ma?
The detectives didn't want Cheryl to control the narrative, so they began calling her out
And
for her
thank you.
inconsistencies.
So when I talked to you previously, you stated that somebody slung that door open and they were shouting and screaming. And remember, I asked you, you didn't recognize if it was your husband's voice or not. And what did you say? Do you remember what you said to me?
At this point, no, I don't.
You had said that you were too dazed, and didn't really know who was screaming and yelling or what they were saying. So now you're telling us that somebody slung open the door and didn't say anything until you fired the second shot, and then he said, "You shot me," and then you realized that it was your husband.
Which one is it?
What I'm trying to understand is you
Which
got that
one is
beautiful home with all those windows and it's still light outside. Even if you had blackout curtains in your bedroom, the light from all of those windows.
You did this in broad daylight, so you know. You did this in broad daylight and you thought your story was
Were
going to
shown
work.
through your bedroom window. So then that coupled with the television being there, a person would recognize that your husband of 4 years
Oh, my
and the
brother.
partner of 6. I'm having trouble making sense of how you
Will,
say
what's
you
going
couldn't
on?
recognize even the silhouette of your husband when all this light is shining through, who is speaking to you, yelling at you. So help me understand that.
I mean, I really, honestly, I wasn't thinking it through.
They also questioned Cheryl's timeline of events. Cheryl said that she was in bed by 7:15 p.m., but her 911 call came in at 7:26 p.m. This means that in those 11 minutes, Cheryl fell asleep, got woken up by some loud noise, shot her husband, and dialed 911. The detectives found this hard to believe.
7:15 to 7:26. That's 11 minutes for someone to fall asleep so hardly that they don't know what's
Recognize
going
their
on,
husband.
or the doors slung open, and the first thing that you do is reach for your gun and fire off 2 rounds. So
I had too much to drink.
Okay.
It's also
I thought you said you had 1 Angry Orchard, and then you said 5, and then you changed it to 1. Nephew, how you doing? I hope everything good your way.
so
You feeling
important to
good?
note
Helping
that in
mom
addition
out?
to the
Everything's
5
cool?
ciders Cheryl drank, she also took prescribed medication, which helped her sleep.
I'd had too much to drink. I'd added my clone with it, and I didn't know what I was hearing. I heard the door slam open, and I couldn't. I was asleep. I couldn't focus on anything.
listen, if y'all got into an argument,
Did you say, dang, 5 Angry Orchards in the daytime, took meds and went to sleep? She living a tough life. All that swinging and swinging. But she is a nurse. She might be on a night shift,
or there was something that happened prior to you shooting, let us know. Tell me now,
She
so that
wasn't
we can
asleep. They was
so that we can
arguing,
help.
Mom.
Cheryl sat there with a blank stare, the gears turning in her head. At this moment, she realized that the detectives weren't buying any of her lies. So she told the detectives a completely new story, saying that Luke had attacked her.
He came in, he slammed the door open, and he was yelling at me.
Okay, who? When you say who's who?
Like throwing things and grabbed the hold of me and told me if I wasn't going to talk to him that I had to go sleep in the other room, and he was pulling me out of the bed, and I grabbed the gun from the side of the bed and I fired it at the ceiling.
Okay, was that kind of a warning shot, or?
No, that was, I'm scared because he scares me sometimes, especially when he's been drinking, and I don't know whether he'd been drinking or not. They were both supposed to be warning shots. One was at the ceiling and one was at the wall on the other side. I wasn't trying to hit him.
Right. So when you fired the first shot that went over his head, was he
Now that
trying
might
to
be more
leave the room,
believable.
or what was he doing at that point in time when you had fired that shot?
He was going after something, and I don't know what he was going after.
Did he say anything to you?
He was mad, and he was screaming and yelling at me and telling me to get my ass out of that bed and go sleep in the other bed if I wasn't going to talk to it, if I wasn't going to get up and talk. At that point, I wasn't where I could get up and talk.
For all them ciders,
I'd
for
gotten
sure,
past
real.
that point. I just wanted to be less alone, and he wasn't having it. And he was dragging me out of the bed.
Cheryl went on to explain Luke's movements during the attack. She said that he flung the door open and began aggressively ripping her from the bed.
Look at this.
So she shot at the ceiling to scare him away. This strategy worked, and he left the room for just a moment. Just as Cheryl got out of bed, Luke came storming back into the room. Before he got too close, she fired a second warning shot, this time aiming for the wall behind the TV. But this bullet somehow struck him. Once again, the detectives thought this story made no sense. The TV was far from where Luke was standing, and based on the trajectory of the bullet, there was no way Cheryl shot Luke from this angle unless she could somehow curve the bullet's path. Additionally, while this interview was taking place, Luke's body was undergoing an autopsy. The skin directly surrounding Luke's bullet wound had a muzzle imprint from the gun Cheryl had shot him with. There was
You shot that man while he was in that bed. You shot that man while he was in that bed. Because he was like, I don't want to talk to you. And you was mad about that. On them angry orchards and them goddamn Zanny bars.
also stippling from
going
the
to jail
hot
forever.
gunpowder striking and embedding in Luke's skin, confirming that the gun was less than 6 inches away from Luke when it was discharged. In other words, Luke was shot at point-blank range, and Cheryl's story was a total lie. The detectives also pointed out that during one of Cheryl's earlier statements, she said that Luke had never put his hands on her.
He's never laid a hand on me.
This statement blatantly
Then you came back and said he beat you.
Contradicted her current story, so they asked if she was lying. Cheryl clarified that Luke had put his hands on her in the past, but not out of anger. He would only hit her when he got a little too excited in the bedroom.
I've gotten used to it. It's not a big deal anymore, but he likes to slap real hard. I would only let him do it every now and then, I got used to it.
So what was different about tonight?
Girl, you already a swinger. You already wanted an open relationship. You probably participate in the BDSM lifestyle. Nothing not a knock on that. And you probably like getting slapped. Some people like that. I mean, that's what you do. But don't come into the courtroom talking about he get carried away. Nah, come on. She's nasty, bro. She's nasty for real.
He just seemed more
She's a
angry
conniving
tonight.
woman.
I mean, there was no that aggression happens when we're hanging out
Yes,
and we're
Mo.
playing in the pool and drinking, and that's when that type of I don't want to say good aggression, but the good side of it comes out. But this was not. There was no playfulness.
Val.
There was no kissing. There was nothing before he came barreling in there except me trying to go to sleep, and he wasn't having it. I was just trying to hit the wall behind the TV so that it would scare him off or make him leave. He's my best friend.
Kid sister. We're not buying that. Ain't a tear out your face, man. And you only getting emotional because you caught.
He's all I
You're
have
caught.
up here. I can't do this without him. And I never meant to do that. Ever meant to do that.
The interview was eventually wrapped up, and Cheryl was immediately arrested and charged with
Right. Shauna ain't nothing with a little razzle dazzle there and all then. But she trying to make it seem like he beating her. Yeah, but it's not that type of beating. Come on now, Mom. Stop doing
first-degree
that.
murder and aggravated assault.
A woman is in the Coweta County Jail tonight, charged
That's
with
my
her
boy.
husband's murder.
911 got the call around 7:30 last night. Cheryl Coe reported to the dispatcher that she had accidentally shot her husband. They say the deputies rendered aid to
Look at that
Luke
house,
Coe.
man. Beautiful situation. Pool on your own little private land. Got your few little acres. She ain't like it. She ain't like that
But he
lifestyle.
died there on the scene. Investigators with the Coweta County Sheriff's Office then arrived. They say they started checking into Cheryl Coe's story, and it just didn't add up.
In the weeks following this arrest, the investigators continued to find evidence to strengthen their case against Cheryl. While reviewing Cheryl's 911 call, they learned
Cheryl
that
out
she
here
had
in the
told the
city.
dispatcher that the gun went off by itself. Yet another example of Cheryl's story changing. In an interview with Luke's son, Levi, he said that he had recently learned some details about his parents' open marriage. According to Levi, in the days leading up to his father's death, Luke wanted to go on a date with a girl, but Cheryl asked him not to. However, Luke disregarded Cheryl's request and planned the date anyway. Additionally, when the detectives looked through Cheryl's cell phone, they discovered that just 40 minutes before the shooting, she was texting one of her other male partners about hooking up the next day. The police department also received an anonymous letter stating that on the night of the shooting, Cheryl mentioned to somebody that she was arguing with Luke because he wanted to get a divorce. Cheryl's trial began on February 24th, 2025. During the trial, she took the stand herself and told a completely different story than she had previously told the investigators. Unfortunately, by the end of jury deliberations, they were deadlocked, so the judge declared a mistrial. Her second trial began on August 11th, 2025. Cheryl took the stand once again and told yet another version of it.
Wait. How were they deadlocked? The evidence that we've seen, the evidence that we've gathered, ain't nowhere in hell you should be deadlocked. Did you guys see any way that she could have been right? She's changed her stories 1,000 times. Where the clothes at that had the blood on it? Where the tears at? How you get muzzle burned? It don't what? Why the hell are we deadlocked? I don't get that.
Events. Under cross-examination, Cheryl admitted to lying to the police.
Let's see what that thing say. You know how we finna got now. The defendant gave 3 statements. The defendant gave 3 statements to law enforcement at the scene, all of which were inconsistent, and gave an additional statement to CCSO. Shauna Wade at the sheriff office. Her story shifted from being intoxicated and under the influence of sleeping pills and shooting an unidentified intruder to knowing it was her husband and trying to fire warning shots because she was scared of him. Text messages between the two introduced at the trial showed that they had been arguing for days about their marriage. In one statement to the investigators, the defendant said the victim's anger during those arguments was the basis of her fear during the interaction that led to the shooting. During the first trial, the defendant testified and told a different story than she had previously told to the investigators. And during the second trial, she told yet another version of events. Under cross-examination in the second trial, the defendant admitted to lying to the police, to lying to the jury during her direct examination, and to lying under oath previously during the first trial. And how were we deadlocked again?
To lying to the jury during her direct examination, and to lying under oath during her first trial.
I'm gonna say this. It was one little nurse lady that back in my day that I had an interaction with. She used to take sleeping pills at like, because her schedule was so crazy. She used to take sleeping pills like crazy. I used to think that was crazy to like, why are you doing that, man?
This time around, the jury saw through Cheryl's repeated lies and found her guilty on all charges. Cheryl Coe was ultimately sentenced to life in prison without parole. She currently resides at the McRae Women's Facility in Georgia, where she will spend the rest of her natural life behind bars.
You done gave up your freedom, you gave up your lifestyle, and you gave up your life, all because you wanted all these meats everywhere. That man said he was tired of it. That's what I feel. He was tired of living that playboy lifestyle. He wanted his gal to be his gal. she was still dipping and dabbling and didn't know what was happening. And she stayed her welcome in the Swingers Club of America because he wanted to be monogamous and have his family. Just my theory. Hey man, but no, it's not a theory that we got to book her. So put those warrants in the comments and let's wrap up today's show. It's been a great show today, but we got to send it off the right way. Let's do what we do. Book them, Dano.
Book him. Wait a minute. You can't do that. Book him.
Mister, right now I hate to be a boss.
You can't go in there.
Don't you ever put a tail on me again.
What are you talking about?
Look, Brent, get this and get it straight.
Now,
Don't
just
you
a minute.
ever put a tail on me again. Yeah? Don't you ever do that again.
Today's double shift is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. It was amazing. I had a fun time with you. I hope your day has started off the right way. I know you got to get to it and get the rest of that money for the day. Don't let the money make you. Keep your peace. Don't let nobody rattle you. And I hope to see you tonight, 9:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 body cam cases coming your way for the night shift. Thank you for all my OG detectives that's holding me down and came back and rocked out with me. And thanks for the new detectives for joining the team. We gonna grow together to be the #1 true crime reaction show on the net. Go out, be light, be love, be you, because that's the only thing that God designed you to be. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. And most of all, thank you for being my friend. I'll see you tonight, twin. Be great today on purpose. I love you. I'll see y'all later. Peace. Great show. Great show.
Good work today, detectives. Now y'all make sure y'all go spread light and love. And we'll see you again at 9:05 a.m. for another case from your favorite true crime reaction show with your favorite host, The Morning Crew, with Uno the One. This has been The One's Detective Agency.
Tell your daddy hey, boy. Tell your daddy hey, man.